In today's video, I review a former model's day of eating, in which it appears that she confuses healthy eating with detoxification. Roll the titles.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As always, just a quick reminder that I'm now offering the SIBO organic acid stool test and consult via my website. So if you have any health or digestive problems, then consider taking these tests, as they will provide a lot of very detailed information upon which you can start making informed decisions and then start getting your health back on track. And on that bombshell, to the video. It's always lemon water.
What's good, guys, and welcome to today's video. So listen, when I posted a caption saying I was going to do a detox, let's just say it had a lot of curiosity, had tons of DMs asking for more information about it. And I had a few people say, they're surprised that as a fitness influencer, I'm promoting or saying the word detox.
So right off the bat, detox can mean many different things in today's social media world. Water fasting, juice cleansing, and everything in between. The only thing that you need to understand is that detoxification is a physiological process the liver goes through to remove toxins and byproducts from the bloodstream. So if you are eating a normal balanced diet and you are giving the body the raw materials to do its job, then the liver will go through stage 1 and 2 detoxification. So no need for crazy extreme diets. So let's see what Chanel Coco Brown says about her detox processes to beat the bloat. Also, just to add, as far as all of her bios go, she has no nutritional training or qualifications. Now, while this doesn't discount somebody making videos about nutritional topics, what it does do is highlight the fact that she hasn't gone through rigorous academic training to give her the fundamental scientific skills to understand and apply this knowledge to assist people on a daily basis.
I know the word detox is associated with quick fad diets about losing weight quickly. That is not what I'm talking about, guys. If you follow me and know me, you know I always promote a healthy, balanced diet.
Okay, that is good to hear when somebody says that they promote a balanced diet. So let's see if she follows through with this statement.
So sure, I will share my clean meals, but then equally on the weekend, you will see my stories full of desserts and cocktails.
Again, this is good to hear. As I always say, people should do the right thing 70 to 80% of the week in terms of whole foods, and then by all means enjoy a beer or pizza at the weekend. There is this false reality on social media that everything has to be 100% super clean or your body will fall apart. Now, if you have chronic diseases, then you may not have the luxury of eating slightly more processed refined foods, but if you are in good health, then have a pizza once in a while and certainly don't fret.
Because for me, it's all about balance. My detox isn't a smoothie diet. It isn't using laxatives. It isn't doing anything like that that is going to shock your body. It's just being clean and healthy.
Again, she is certainly saying all the right things.
So my body hadn't been feeling great. I was working loads, I was under stress, I was snacking, I was skipping meals, and overall, I'm so in tune with my body and I know when something needs to change, and it wasn't feeling great. So that's why I decided to do a 7-day detox.
So how about not working loads, addressing the stress, not skipping meals, and then there is no need for detox?
So my 7-day detox basically eliminates processed foods, alcohol, caffeine, refined sugars, animal protein. So all of this while increasing my intake of fruits, vegetables, high fiber grains and fluids.
Okay, but that isn't a detox, that's just called healthy eating.
So this detox has absolutely nothing to do with me losing weight. I'm very happy with my current weight. I was happy with my weight, but one issue I did have was a lot of bloating and inflammation, which, the 7 days, it has kind of done its trick. My stomach feels a lot more toned. So yeah, it's definitely helped me with bloating as well.
Okay, some of the most common causes of bloating in people is constipation, IBS, bile issues, abnormal colonic transit times, dietary issues such as fat and carbohydrate malabsorption, bacterial dysbiosis in the gut, as well as infections in the gut such as SIBO or C. difficile. So if you have gas and bloating, your number one goal should always be to identify where these issues are coming from and then work at resolving these to stop the escalation of the gas and bloating. I see it all too often as a nutritionist fitness, people with gas and bloating get more and more extreme with their dietary habits to reduce the symptoms of gas and bloating, not realising that by going to extremes, the gas and bloating will simply get worse. If you have a rattle in your car, you would take it to a mechanic to see what is causing it. A sensible person who is not skilled would not reach for a wrench and take it to the engine. This is how you should view your health and body. Don't play guessing games, find out why you are bloating and then deal with it.
So a detox is basically a short-term diet that is used to eliminate toxins out of your body, just to give you a boost and make you feel good. But a little disclaimer, guys, I'm not saying everyone should now do a detox, not at all. I rarely do this. I can't tell you the last time I've done it. And you know, if you are reducing your protein intake or fasting, it can cause fatigue as well. And diets like this aren't a good long-term solution.
Okay, good, but this is not detox. You are simply eating healthy and eliminating processed refined foods and alcohol.
So for lasting results, I always recommend just a healthy, balanced diet, guys. You know, I'm doing this for 7 days. That's it, and I'll be going back to my healthy, balanced diet.
You have already said that you weren't on a healthy, balanced diet as you were skipping meals, etc. So just address this and then you don't need to detox.
So for breakfast, I'm having Weetabix, which is actually a great source of fibre and high in protein and low in calories. I'm sure the size of Weetabix has got a lot smaller though, because I used to only have 2. But anyway, I am left feeling satisfied after this breakfast.
Yes, that is fine for a breakfast, a good blend of nutrients, vitamins and minerals. If I was being super picky, then I would say that the calories for this breakfast are maybe on the low side. The calories will come in at around 450 calories, and I would also say that the protein intake for this meal is probably a little bit low. But like I said, this is being extremely picky, and she is obviously going to eat lots of other foods throughout the day, or hopefully she will anyway.
So strawberries are a great antioxidant, and so are walnuts. So something you may not know is walnuts are a good plant source for omega-3s.
Yes, that is true, but they are also top heavy on omega-6s, so you want to make sure you aren't eating very high amounts of these, and you also want to ensure that you are balancing your omega-3 and 6 ratios. High amounts of omega-6 in the diet when they aren't balanced by omega-3s can lead to increased inflammation in the body. It certainly isn't something that you need to calculate every calorie of omega-6 that you are consuming, but you certainly want a broad understanding of your main sources of omega-6 and 3 in your diet.
So around this time, I'd usually have a coffee, but green tea it is. So as most of you probably know, green tea has many benefits. It's packed with vitamins, calcium and potassium, to name a few.
In very small amounts.
So for my first snack of the day, I'm having yogurt with banana and chia seeds. So chia seeds have loads of nutrients with very few calories. I also had some with my breakfast, you may have noticed. They're also high in fibre, which during this detox is my main aim.
That is all good. I'm sure she mentioned at the start of the video that she said that this detox was removing animal products from the diet. So I believe that this is some form of plant-based yogurt, so maybe something like a coconut yogurt. But that is all very good as a snack. So let's have a quick look at her dinner and then do a quick calculation of her macro and micronutrients throughout the day.
For lunch, I wanted something a little bit different. I usually stir fry my chickpeas, but for a change in texture, I'm deciding to roast them just in some light paprika. So I just pop them in the oven for 40 minutes to roast them.
Sounds tasty, but let's see how the nutrition stacks up.
So this salad is pretty basic. I was working all day and I just needed something quick, but still tasty. So the cranberries add a lovely sweetness, and they're actually a great superfood because of their high nutrient and antioxidant content. Okay, so this is the chickpeas, so they're crunchy on the outside and a little soft in the middle.
So it certainly looks tasty, but in reality, is that going to fill anyone up for too long? But let's see how that day of eating has stacked up so far. So in terms of calories, I think we are at around 1250. Much of this has come from the breakfast and the snack, as the salad certainly didn't contain too many calories. Fibre is looking okay at around 36 grams, and we have a good blend of omega-3s and 6s. Protein we are looking okay, as are we for the vitamins and minerals, so let's see where we go from here.
Snack time. So as you can see guys, during this detox, I've tried to stick to my usual 3 meals and 3 snacks, which is actually pretty easy. I think because I'm not eating animal protein with my meals and just mainly veggies, I'm getting hungrier quicker. But yeah, this is just a plain snack full of goodness.
So if you don't eat animal protein, then you are not going to be satiated. Wow, just wow.
So every day I've been making this infused water with cucumber, mint and lemon. I mean, I love water anyway, but it's so easy to get my 2.5 litres when it literally tastes this good.
Flavoured water is great if it helps you to drink more water, but just remember, infused water is not detox water. Your liver will still detox without lemon water.
For dinner, I'm making a good old veggie stir fry with vegetable rice. So I'm keeping my veggies pretty chunky, you know, just to add to the texture.
So you can't beat a good old veggie stir fry, so let's see where she goes with this.
So the rice I'm using is pretty cool. It's actually just veggies, but it has a very similar texture to rice. So, you know, it really does complete a dish if you don't want to have rice or pasta. So I got this one from Whole Foods and I absolutely love it.
Yes, I've tried that before. It is made from lentils, peas, chickpeas and also rice. I think they say compared to normal white rice contains more than double the protein, 5 times the fibre and almost 40% fewer net carbs than a bowl of white rice. But don't be fearmongered by that statement thinking you can't eat white rice.
So as I mentioned before, my meals have to be tasty. Okay, that is one thing I will never sacrifice is taste. So I'm adding a little coconut aminos, which is basically a healthier version of soy sauce.
I would be devastated with that portion size of white rice.
So I'm just going to plate it all up, add some toasted sesame seeds, and there is one tasty meal.
It all looks great, but for me personally, I would want something a little bit more substantial. And I would imagine for that day of eating so far, there would be a few essential amino acids that would be slightly on the low side. And this assumption is based on her eating a plant-based yogurt instead of dairy.
So another thing I was doing during my detox is just being consistent with my supplements. I just want to show you guys 2 that I've had every day. So I'm starting with the turmeric and beetroot complex. So those 2 ingredients are actually the most potent, natural, anti-inflammatory ingredients available.
Turmeric and beetroot supplements for $40. Just eat turmeric in your curries and eat beetroot a couple of times a week and you have saved yourself a decent amount of money, and just as important, there will be 0 difference in detox outcomes.
So next up I want to show you the vegan BCAAs. You know, since I'm drinking so much water during the day, I always have 1 glass of this. So it contains organic coconut water powder and potassium and is just packed with natural electrolytes. So it really keeps you hydrated. As you know, hydration is key when it comes to detox.
Eat whole plant-based foods and you will get all the electrolytes that your body needs and you will have saved yourself another $40. You are welcome.
For a discount. All right, on to my final snack of the day, strawberries and cherries. I briefly touched on strawberries before. All berries are rich sources of vitamin C and fibre. It just feels good eating to fuel and nourish your body, you know, not just because you're hungry.
Yes, absolutely agree with that. So let's just have a quick total up of that day of eating. So in terms of calories, I think we are looking at around 1990, which is perfectly fine for a female of Chanel Coco Brown's metabolic profile. She got a decent amount of fibre at around 59 grams. And in terms of fats, a good blend with good sources of omega-6s and 3s in her diet. In terms of saturated fats, maybe slightly over, but this was on the basis that she ate something like the coconut yogurt. Without this, things would have been lower. These supplements enabled her to hit her essential amino acids. Without these, she may have been a bit low in a few. And in terms of vitamins and minerals, generally okay, but a bit low on B5 and also selenium. Everything else was there or thereabouts. So as a day of eating, it was generally okay. It was certainly not a detox diet. I would say it was a whole foods diet that was boosted slightly by supplements. There was also no source of iodine, and if you were talking about detoxification of the liver, then iodine is a nutrient that you you can't scrimp on. But again, she probably gets this normally from fish, etc. Anyhow, that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. And as always, remember to look after your body because it's the only place you have to live. And I'll see you next time.